Beloved soul, stop everything you are doing right now. Turn away from the distractions of this world. Something extraordinary is happening in this very moment, and you have been divinely guided to receive this message. This is not a coincidence. This is not chance. This is divine intervention, and you have exactly 5 minutes remaining before the window of opportunity closes forever. Archangel Michael stands before you now, his mighty sword of light cutting through the darkness that has surrounded your life for far too long. Can you feel it? That strange stirring in your chest, that sudden awareness that something profound is shifting in the spiritual realm. Your soul recognizes this moment because it has been waiting for this divine appointment since the day you were born. My beloved child, I need you to understand something crucial. What you are about to receive in these next few minutes will change the trajectory of your entire existence. The struggles you have endured, the pain you have carried in silence, the dreams that have been deferred, the prayers that have seemed to go unanswered. All of it has been preparing you for this exact moment. Every tear you have shed in the darkness, every night you have fallen asleep with a heavy heart, every morning you have awakened, wondering if things will ever change. All of it has been orchestrating this divine convergence. Don't skip this message. I repeat, do not skip this divine transmission. If you click away now, if you allow the enemy to distract you with thoughts of doubt or skepticism, you will miss the miracle that has been specifically assigned to your life. There are forces in the spiritual realm that do not want you to receive what I am about to reveal. They know that once you understand the magnitude of what is coming, their hold over your circumstances will be broken forever. Listen carefully, precious soul. At this very moment, as you hear these words, the angelic realm is in motion. Legions of angels are being dispatched to your location. The heavenly courts have rendered a verdict in your favor. Divine decrees are being issued that will override every contrary situation in your life. But you must stay present. You must remain connected to this frequency. You must allow yourself to be fully receptive to what the divine realm is downloading into your spirit right now. Do you feel that tingling sensation, that unexplainable warmth spreading through your body? That is the presence of the divine touching your physical form. Your energy field is being recalibrated as we speak. The cells in your body are responding to the frequency of this message. Your DNA is being activated to receive supernatural breakthrough. This is not mystical speculation. This is spiritual science operating at the highest level. You were not randomly guided to this message. Your guardian angel whispered your name into the divine algorithm that brought you here. The Holy Spirit orchestrated every click, every search, every recommendation that led you to this moment. You are here because heaven has a specific word for you, a specific breakthrough with your name written on it, a specific miracle that only you can receive. But time is running short, beloved. The window of divine opportunity that opened for you today will close at midnight. The spiritual coordinates that have aligned to bring you this message will shift. The angelic assignment that has been given specifically for you will be reassigned if you do not grab hold of what is being offered right now. I need you to make a decision in this moment. Will you receive what heaven is offering? Will you open your heart fully to the transformation that is knocking at the door of your spirit? Will you say yes to the divine shift that wants to reorganize everything in your life according to heaven's perfect plan? If your answer is yes, then prepare yourself. What you are about to experience will challenge everything you thought you knew about how God moves in your life. The limitations you have accepted, the delays you have grown accustomed to, the disappointments that have become familiar companions. All of it is about to be overturned by the power of divine intervention. Comment below right now. I am ready for my divine shift. Let that declaration register in the spiritual realm. Let the angels record your willingness to receive. Let heaven know that you are not just a passive observer of this message, but an active participant in the miracle that is unfolding. Beloved child of the Most High, what I am about to reveal to you will shake you to your very core. Archangel Michael has pulled back the veil between the physical and spiritual realms to show you exactly what has been happening in the unseen dimensions of your life. Prepare yourself, for some of what you will learn will disturb you, but it will also liberate you from bondage. There are people in your life right now, people you trust, people you love, people you consider friends. You have been speaking against your destiny. Behind closed doors, in conversations you are not privy to, they have been sowing seeds of doubt about your potential. They have been questioning your dreams, diminishing your aspirations, and feeding negative energy into the atmosphere around your future. Some of them do this consciously, out of jealousy and fear of your success. Others do it unconsciously, infected by the spirit of limitation that has been passed down through generations of unfulfilled potential. But Michael says this: their words have no power over what God has decreed for your life. Their doubt cannot cancel your divine assignment. Their negativity cannot override the supernatural breakthrough that has been sealed with heaven's authority. However, you needed to be aware of this spiritual interference so you can protect yourself with the full armor of divine love and unstoppable faith. The enemy has been studying your patterns, beloved. He knows exactly when you are most vulnerable to discouragement. He knows the time of day when your faith feels weakest. He knows which memories trigger your deepest pain and which circumstances make you question God's goodness. He has been orchestrating a campaign of spiritual warfare, designed to make you give up just before your breakthrough manifests. Do you remember that wave of unexpected financial pressure that hit you 3 weeks ago? That was not random. Do you recall that sudden health scare that came out of nowhere last month? That was not coincidence. Those relationship conflicts that seemed to arise from nothing, those opportunities that fell through at the last minute, those moments when you felt completely overwhelmed and alone, all of it was strategically designed to make you retreat from the position of blessing that God has been preparing for you. But here is what the enemy did not calculate: every attack was actually preparing you for greater glory. Every trial was building spiritual muscle you would need to handle the magnitude of blessing. Every moment of testing was proving to the heavenly realm that you are worthy of the divine promotion that bears your name. Michael warns that the next 72 hours will be crucial. The enemy knows that his time to interfere with your destiny is running out. He will attempt to create maximum chaos, maximum confusion, maximum distraction, to prevent you from fully receiving what heaven is downloading into your life. You may experience sudden arguments with loved ones. You may face unexpected financial challenges. You may feel waves of doubt, fear, or anxiety trying to overwhelm your mind. Do not be afraid. Do not be moved. Do not allow temporary circumstances to convince you that this divine word is not for you. These are the labor pains of your miracle. This is the spiritual turbulence that always precedes supernatural breakthrough. This is the last desperate attempt of darkness to maintain its hold over territories that rightfully belong to light. I need you to understand something that most people never learn. You are not fighting against flesh and blood. You are not battling against people, circumstances, or even your own limitations. You are engaged in spiritual warfare against principalities and powers that have established strongholds over certain areas of your life. They have been feeding off your discouragement, your doubt, your pain, your unforgiveness. They have been using your own thoughts against you, convincing you that you are not worthy of the extraordinary life that God has planned for you. But their reign of terror ends today. Their assignment against your destiny is being terminated by direct order of the divine throne. The spiritual eviction notices have been served. The heavenly court has ruled in your favor. The angelic enforcement team has been dispatched to ensure that every contrary force is removed from your path. However, you must cooperate with this spiritual deliverance. You cannot remain passive in this process. You must actively participate in the spiritual cleansing that is taking place. You must consciously choose to release every person who has hurt you. You must deliberately forgive every offense that has been committed against you. You must intentionally let go of every disappointment that has hardened your heart toward hope. This is not about them deserving your forgiveness. This is about you deserving your freedom. This is not about making their actions acceptable. This is about making your breakthrough inevitable. This is not about denying the pain they caused. This is about accessing the power that your freedom releases. Michael says there is someone specific that you need to forgive before midnight today. Their name just came to your mind as you heard these words. You know exactly who it is. You have been carrying the weight of what they did to you, and that weight has been blocking the flow of supernatural blessing into your life. The resentment you feel toward them has created a spiritual barrier that heaven's goodness cannot penetrate. I know it feels impossible. I know they don't deserve your forgiveness. I know what they did was wrong, perhaps even unforgivable by human standards. But divine standards operate on a different frequency. Divine love has the power to transform poison into medicine, wounds into wisdom, pain into power. Right now, speak their name out loud and say, I forgive you, and I release you to God's justice. I choose freedom over resentment. I choose blessing over bitterness. I open my heart to receive everything that God has for me. If you cannot say it out loud, whisper it. But you must release them before you can receive what is coming. The clock is ticking, beloved. Time is not neutral in this process. There are divine appointments that must be kept, spiritual deadlines that must be honored, heavenly schedules that must be maintained. The breakthrough that has been assigned to your life is time-sensitive. The miracle that bears your name has an expiration date. The supernatural intervention that has been orchestrated on your behalf will not wait indefinitely for your cooperation. Don't let fear make the decision for you. Don't let past disappointments convince you that this time will be different. Don't let the voice of skepticism drown out the whisper of divine possibility. You have prayed for this moment. You have fasted for this miracle. Now that it is here, do not let anything prevent you from receiving it fully. Comment below right now. I release every person who has hurt me. Pour. Let that declaration break the chains. 114. Let that forgiveness create space in your heart for the love that wants to overflow into every area of your life. My precious child, now that you have created space in your heart through forgiveness, now that you have cleared the spiritual channels through release, now that you have positioned yourself to receive, let me show you what heaven has been preparing for you while you have been walking through your season of testing. Archangel Michael opens the scroll of your divine destiny, and what is written there will take your breath away. Every tear you have cried has been collected in heaven's vessels and is about to be transformed into liquid gold that flows into every dry area of your life. Every prayer you have whispered in desperation has been recorded in the divine archives, and is about to be answered in ways that exceed your wildest imagination. Every moment of faith you have maintained, in the face of contradictory circumstances, has been building compound interest in heaven's economy. And the return on your spiritual investment is about to astound you. The number 7 is going to appear everywhere in your life over the next 7 days. You will see it on clocks, on receipts, in addresses, in phone numbers, in random places that make you stop and take notice. This is heaven's confirmation that the divine shift has officially begun in your life. Each time you see the number 7, say out loud, "I receive my divine breakthrough." Persis. Let that repetition anchor the miracle frequency in your spirit. But the number 7 is just the beginning of the signs and wonders that will accompany this season of supernatural favor. You are going to experience dreams unlike any you have ever had before. In these dreams, deceased loved ones will visit you with messages of encouragement and validation. They will tell you things that only you and they knew, confirming that this divine word is authentic and that heaven is indeed orchestrating every detail of your breakthrough. Angels will begin appearing in your photographs. Look closely at the light patterns, the orbs, the unexpected reflections that seem to have no natural explanation. Your spiritual sensitivity is being heightened to perceive the invisible realm that has always been active around you, but is now making itself known in tangible ways. Strangers will approach you with words of prophecy and encouragement. People you have never met will feel compelled to tell you exactly what you need to hear, at exactly the moment you need to hear it. These are not coincidences. These are divine appointments orchestrated by your guardian angel to confirm that you are walking in alignment with heaven's plan for your life. Now, let me reveal to you the specific areas where supernatural breakthrough is about to manifest. In your finances, beloved, there is a debt cancellation. Within the next 39 days, you will receive news about money that you thought was lost forever. An insurance settlement, a tax refund, an inheritance, an unexpected bonus, a legal settlement. Something financial that you had given up hope of ever receiving is about to be restored to you with compound interest. The amount will be significant enough to eliminate your most pressing financial concerns and provide seed money for the dreams that have been waiting for funding. For some of you receiving this message, the specific amount is $7,777. For others, it is $33,333. For still others, it is $55,055. The exact amount depends on your faith capacity and your willingness to be a good steward of supernatural resources. But regardless of the specific figure, every person hearing this word will experience a financial miracle that defies natural explanation. But money is only the beginning of what heaven is releasing into your life. In the area of relationships, divine restoration is coming, like a mighty rushing river. That family member who has been estranged from you for years is about to reach out with an apology and a desire to rebuild what was broken. That friendship that ended in misunderstanding is about to be healed through divine intervention. That romantic relationship that you thought was impossible is about to become not only possible but inevitable. For those who have been waiting for love, your wait is almost over. Within the next 60 days, you will meet someone whose spirit recognizes yours immediately. This will not be an ordinary attraction or a casual connection. This will be a divine assignment, a soul contract, a love story written in heaven before either of you was born. You will know them by the peace you feel in their presence, by the way conversations flow effortlessly, by the sense that you have finally come home. Your health is also about to experience supernatural restoration. That chronic condition that doctors have said you must learn to live with is about to be healed through divine intervention. That pain that has been your constant companion is about to leave your body permanently. That diagnosis that has filled you with fear is about to be reversed by the power of divine healing flowing through every cell of your being. Michael shows me specific healings that are taking place even as you receive this message. Arthritis is leaving joints, and mobility is being restored. High blood pressure is normalizing as stress releases from your nervous system. Diabetes is being healed as your pancreas receives divine recalibration. Depression is lifting as the chemical balance in your brain is divinely adjusted. Anxiety is dissolving as perfect peace settles into your mind and heart. If you are believing for healing in your body, place your hand on the area that needs divine touch and say, "By the stripes of Jesus, I am healed. Divine life flows through every cell of my being. Perfect health is my divine inheritance, and I receive it now." Your career and calling are about to experience unprecedented elevation. That promotion you have been working toward is about to be offered to you with a salary increase that exceeds your expectations. That business idea you have been nurturing is about to receive the financial backing and strategic partnerships needed to launch successfully. That ministry calling you have felt stirring in your heart is about to be confirmed through supernatural open doors and divine connections. The gifts and talents that you have been developing in secret are about to be showcased on platforms you never imagined having access to. Your creativity is about to be recognized and rewarded in ways that establish you as a leader in your field. Your voice is about to be amplified to reach the exact people who need to hear your unique message. But perhaps the most beautiful miracle of all is the restoration of hope that is taking place in your spirit right now. For too long, you have been operating on fumes of faith, holding on by mere threads of belief. You have been questioning whether God really sees your situation, whether heaven really cares about your struggles, whether divine intervention is really possible in your specific circumstances. Today, hope is being resurrected in your heart. Not wishful thinking, not positive mental attitude, not self-generated optimism, but genuine, supernatural hope that comes directly from the throne of grace. This hope will be your anchor in the storms that may still come. This hope will be your strength when temporary setbacks try to discourage you. This hope will be your compass when the path forward seems unclear. The wilderness season of your life is officially ending. The preparation period has served its purpose. You are graduating from the school of hard knocks and enrolling in the university of supernatural blessing. Everything that was meant to break you has actually been building you. Everything that was designed to stop you has actually been strengthening you. Everything that felt like punishment has actually been preparation. Michael says to tell you this. Your latter days will be greater than your former days. Your season of restoration will exceed your season of loss. Your time of blessing will overshadow your time of testing. What is coming into your life is so extraordinary that you will look back on this moment as the day everything changed forever. Subscribe to this channel right now if you believe that divine intervention is possible in your life. Let that subscription be your act of faith, your declaration of expectancy, your agreement with heaven's plan for your breakthrough. Share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Let your obedience to this prompting open additional channels of blessing in your own life. Comment below. This is my confirmation. If you sense the truth of these words resonating in your spirit, let your testimony encourage others who are struggling to believe that their miracle is also on the way. Beloved warrior of light, it is time for you to step into the fullness of who you were created to be. It is time for you to stop apologizing for your dreams, stop minimizing your potential, stop playing small to make others comfortable with their limitations. The divine shift that is happening in your life requires you to expand your thinking, elevate your expectations, and embrace the magnificent destiny that heaven has authored specifically for you. You are not ordinary. You never were ordinary. You were born to be extraordinary, to accomplish extraordinary things, to live an extraordinary life that leaves an extraordinary legacy. The circumstances that have made you feel common, the people who have treated you as average, the systems that have tried to convince you that you are just another number, all of that has been a lie designed to keep you from discovering the truth about your divine identity. You are a chosen vessel, hand-picked by the Creator before the foundation of the world. You carry within you seeds of greatness that are about to sprout into a harvest of blessing that will nourish not only your life, but the lives of everyone connected to you. You are a solution waiting to be unveiled, a miracle waiting to be manifested, a testimony waiting to be told. But manifestation requires action. Breakthrough demands participation. You cannot remain passive in this process and expect divine intervention to override your lack of engagement. Heaven provides the power, but you must provide the participation. God supplies the possibility, but you must supply the pursuit. Right now, I need you to speak these words out loud with conviction and authority. I am chosen for greatness. I am destined for victory. I am created for supernatural breakthrough. I reject every lie that has tried to convince me otherwise. I refuse every limitation that has been placed upon my potential. I receive every blessing that has been assigned to my life. Did you feel that shift in the atmosphere as you spoke those words? Did you sense the angelic realm responding to your declaration? That was not psychological suggestion. That was spiritual activation. Your words have creative power when they align with divine truth. Your declarations have the ability to shift circumstances when they flow from genuine faith. Now, let me give you specific instructions for cooperating with the divine shift that is underway. Every morning for the next 21 days, before you check your phone, before you turn on the news, before you engage with any outside influence, speak this affirmation. This is the day that the Lord has made for my breakthrough. I will see the goodness of God in the land of the living. Supernatural opportunities are drawn to me like a magnet. I walk in perfect alignment with heaven's plan for my life. Every evening for the next 21 days, before you go to sleep, write down 3 things that you are grateful for. From that day, this practice of gratitude will tune your heart to the frequency of blessing and prepare you to recognize the miracles that are already in motion in your life. When challenges arise, and they will arise because the enemy will not surrender your territory without a fight. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Every tongue that rises against me in judgment is condemned. This challenge is temporary, but my victory is eternal. I need you to make 3 specific commitments right now. First, commit to protecting your mind from negative input for the next 30 days. Stop watching news programs that fill you with fear and anxiety. Stop listening to people who speak doubt over your dreams. Stop consuming entertainment that celebrates dysfunction and failure. Instead, fill your mind with content that inspires faith, hope, and expectation of good things. Second, Commit to speaking only positive words about your future for the next 30 days. Even when circumstances appear contrary to your breakthrough. Even when problems seem overwhelming. Even when other people are speaking negatively. Your words will align with divine truth rather than temporary appearances. Third, commit to taking at least one action step toward your dreams every single day for the next 30 days. It doesn't have to be a huge step. It can be a phone call, an email, a conversation, a small purchase, a brief research session. But it must be something that moves you forward rather than keeping you stagnant. These commitments are not suggestions. They are spiritual assignments that will determine how quickly and completely you experience the fullness of your breakthrough. Your consistency in these areas will directly impact the magnitude of blessing that manifests in your life. Let me address those of you who are thinking, "I've been disappointed before. I've believed for miracles that didn't happen. I've trusted promises that weren't kept." I understand your hesitation. I honor your caution. But I also need you to consider this possibility. What if your previous disappointments were preparation for this moment? What if your earlier heartbreaks were clearing space in your heart for a love greater than anything you lost? What if your financial struggles were qualifying you to handle the abundance that is coming? What if everything you've been through was not punishment, but preparation? What if every delay was divine timing, protecting you from receiving blessings before you were ready to steward them properly? What if every no you received was heaven protecting you from opportunities that would have limited your potential? This moment is different. This divine shift is not like anything you've experienced before. This breakthrough is not dependent on your past performance or your personal worthiness. This miracle is based solely on divine grace and heavenly timing. Your only requirement is to receive it with an open heart and a willing spirit. Share this message right now with at least 3 people who need to hear it. Don't question who those people are. Their faces are already coming to your mind. Your obedience in sharing this word will create a multiplication effect in your own blessing. What you make happen for others, God will make happen for you in greater measure. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the follow-up messages that will be coming over the next several days. These messages will contain specific instructions for maximizing your breakthrough and maintaining your momentum in the divine shift that has begun. Comment below, "I am ready to receive everything God has for me." And watch how that declaration creates a ripple effect of blessing in your life. Your faith declaration will inspire others and create a community of believers who are all walking in supernatural breakthrough together. The time for small thinking is over. The season of limitation is ending. The era of struggle is concluding. You are entering into your time of unprecedented favor, supernatural breakthrough, and divine elevation. Everything that was meant for your harm is being transformed into your help. Everything that was designed to stop you is being converted into stepping stones for your success. My beloved child, as this divine transmission draws to a close, I want you to understand. This moment represents the threshold between your old life and your new life. Between your season of struggle and your season of supernatural breakthrough. Between your time of testing and your time of testimony. You came to this message carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. You arrived at this moment believing lies about your limitations that were never true. You began this spiritual encounter feeling hopeless about situations that heaven has already resolved in your favor. But you are not leaving the same way you came. Something fundamental has shifted in the spiritual atmosphere around your life. Divine decrees have been issued with your name inscribed upon them. Angelic assignments have been activated on your behalf. Supernatural resources have been released into the realm of the possible for you. The very frequency of your existence has been recalibrated to attract blessing instead of repelling it. Can you feel it? That lightness in your spirit, that unexplained peace settling over your mind, that sudden surge of hope rising in your heart. That is the evidence that divine intervention has occurred. That is the proof that supernatural transformation has begun. That is the confirmation that everything is about to change for the better in your life. The tears of sorrow that you have shed are being transformed into tears of joy. The nights of weeping are giving way to mornings of singing. The seasons of mourning are being replaced by seasons of dancing. The years of disappointed expectations are being exchanged for days of exceeded expectations. Your latter days will indeed be greater than your former days. Your comeback will be greater than your setback. Your restoration will be greater than your devastation. Your breakthrough will be greater than your breakdown. Your victory will be greater than your defeat. But remember this, precious soul, with great blessing comes great responsibility. The supernatural favor that is about to flood your life is not just for your personal enjoyment. The resources that will flow into your hands are meant to flow through your hands, to touch the lives of others who are still walking in the wilderness where you once walked. You are being blessed to be a blessing. You are being healed to bring healing. You are being prospered to bring prosperity. You are being restored to bring restoration. Your testimony of breakthrough will become someone else's hope for their own miracle. Your story of divine intervention will inspire someone else to believe that God still performs impossibilities. As you go forward from this moment, carry with you the absolute certainty that you are loved with an everlasting love, that you are valued beyond measure, that you are worthy of every good thing that heaven has prepared for you. Do not allow the voice of unworthiness to whisper lies about your deservingness. Do not permit the spirit of comparison to convince you that others are more qualified for blessing than you are. You are enough. You have always been enough. You will always be enough. Your enoughness is not based on your performance, your perfection, or your past. Your enoughness is based on divine love that chose you before you could choose anything for yourself. In the days ahead, when the breakthrough begins to manifest in tangible ways, do not be surprised if some people in your life react with jealousy, skepticism. They have grown comfortable with your struggle. They may feel threatened by your elevation because it challenges their excuses for remaining stagnant in their own lives. Do not allow their reactions to dim your light or diminish your joy. Do not permit their inability to celebrate your success to cause you to minimize your blessings. Continue to love them, continue to pray for them, but do not allow them to contaminate the atmosphere of faith that surrounds your breakthrough. Surround yourself with people who believe in your potential, who celebrate your victories, who support your dreams, and who speak life over your future. Distance yourself from those who consistently speak doubt, fear, and limitation over your circumstances. Your association will determine your destination, and your destination is too important to be sabotaged by wrong relationships. Most importantly, never forget this moment. Never forget the feeling of divine presence that surrounded you as you received this message. Never forget the hope that was resurrected in your heart through these words. Never forget the faith that was activated in your spirit through this encounter. There will be days when temporary circumstances try to convince you that this divine word was not real. There will be moments when the enemy attempts to make you doubt the authenticity of what happened here. There will be seasons when the manifestation seems delayed and your faith feels challenged. In those moments, return to this message. Listen to these words again. Remember the shift that occurred in your spirit. Remember the peace that settled over your mind. Remember the hope that arose in your heart. Let this divine encounter be your anchor in every storm, your compass in every confusion, your strength in every struggle. The divine shift has begun. The supernatural breakthrough is in motion. The miraculous transformation is underway. Nothing can stop what God has started in your life. Nothing can prevent what heaven has declared for your future. Nothing can override what divine love has ordained for your destiny. You are chosen. You are blessed. You are favored. You are loved. You are victorious. You are more than a conqueror. You are a child of the Most High God, and your inheritance is supernatural abundance in every area of your life. Go now in peace. Go now in power. Go now in the absolute certainty that your best days are not behind you. Your greatest victories are not in your past. Your most beautiful chapters are not yet written. They are about to be authored by divine grace and supernatural favor. The angels are singing over you. Heaven is celebrating your breakthrough. Divine love is rejoicing over your restoration. And Archangel Michael says this: "Well done, faithful one. You have passed the test. You have endured the trial. You have maintained your faith. Now receive the fullness of everything heaven has prepared for you." This is your time. This is your season. Receive it. Embrace it. Celebrate it. In the mighty name of Jesus, by the power of divine love, through the authority of heavenly grace, it is finished. It is done. It is yours. Amen. And amen. Subscribe now for more divine messages. Comment your testimony as your breakthrough manifests. Share this with everyone who needs hope restored in their life. The divine shift is complete. Your new life begins now.